hey, are you one of the 22 million people who lost access to abortion after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade? Statistically, the answer might surprise you. 1 in 3 women found themselves in a state that either totally banned abortion or made it extremely restrictive. I don't even need a calculator for that math. Conservative red states had trigger laws, which meant that once Roe was overturned, abortions were automatically banned in the state. But they didn't stop there. Now, initially we were told, whoa, don't worry, because there's going to be exemptions in cases where the woman's life is at risk. And then we saw headlines about 10-year-olds having to travel to other states to get abortions. Women began having to sue the state in order to access abortion care when their lives were at risk. States then went after abortion providers, threatening doctors with fines and sanctions and even criminal prosecution. States like Texas and Alabama decided that they would try and ban interstate travel so that people couldn't travel outside of the state to access abortion care. Is that legal? They don't care. The state of Idaho was like, wait a minute, just because it's an emergency doesn't necessarily mean women's lives are at risk. And the Supreme Court was like, yeah, you know what? You don't have to perform emergency abortions under federal law. Today actually would have marked the 51st anniversary of the ruling of Roe, and since then we have lost a lot in the way of reproductive rights in this country. But all is not doom and gloom, because we've seen over 16 states codify abortion rights into their constitutions. Michigan has had an impressive response in protecting abortion rights for its citizens. But don't take my word for it, I bring receipts. I am honored to have Governor Gretchen Whitmer follow my message, explaining in more detail what Michigan has done to help reproductive health and why it's so important for all of us to stay really noisy in this post-Roe world.
Hi Casey, thanks for the context on this important issue. I want to reflect on Michigan's journey. We faced our own restrictive 1931 law, and when Roe was overturned in 2022, Michiganders took swift action. Proposal 3, securing the right to abortion in our state constitution, passed overwhelmingly. Last year, with our first pro-choice majority in 40 years, I proudly repealed our extreme 1931 law. In just 18 months, we transitioned from Roe's repeal to enhanced protections for our fundamental rights. While progress is evident in Michigan and around the nation, there's more to be done. Sadly, 1 in 3 women still grapple with abortion bans in their state. Let's persistently fight for our rights. I certainly will.